So you're thinking about buying a budget lens for your Canon R6 Mark II. Hopefully this video will help you out. I'm going to talk about the 16mm 2.8 for Canon RF mount. I'm not a shill for this. I'm not making any money on this whatsoever. I just wanted to make this video for someone else out there right now. Maybe you're thinking about it, right? You're like, it's kind of an older lens, but I want something inexpensive to put on my R6 or my R5 or whatever you have, whatever Canon RF mount you have, and the 16mm is popping up in your YouTube feed or whatever Instagram thing that you're scrolling through, and all of a sudden you're like, oh man, 16mm for like $249? That's pretty awesome. But is it? Is it awesome? All right, the first thing that we're gonna take a look at is the photo side of this thing, taking pictures, going out there, snap, snap, snap. Overall, I'd say probably like 60-40 leaning on the video side, but I do go out there and I enjoy taking pictures of wildlife, birds, all types of fun things like that. So let's see just these couple pictures that I took, these masterful pieces of art I'm about to share with you. Let's dive in, take a look at how this thing performed. We have Lightroom pulled up here. This is a total dad thing to do, just like snapping a picture when he probably, obviously he's not really ready for it. There he is. That's Bren. Let's move on. Let's go to this this little snowman. Look at that guy. Look how cute this guy is. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty sharp. Really captured those eyes, grabbed those eyes of this inanimate object here. Let's go on to some outdoors shots that I took. There we go. So here's just this random terrible photo, but when you pinch in, man, you got some decent sharpness in there, even like zoomed in. It starts to break apart a little bit, but we're zoomed in a ton there. And then you got this one right here. Bang! Look at this. Look at this magic. The leading lines of this wood shooting at those trees. That's pure art. This is a good one. Look at it's amazing. This is with, I think I actually put like a Fronos photo thing on that. So this is without the preset on there. This is with the preset. Not a bad photo. Looks pretty sharp. Then we'll move on to these couple guys here. This one I did my own adjustments on it, and you got a little sun star in the middle there. I can't remember. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Whatever. I think it looks pretty good. I actually cropped it a little bit, rule of thirds, because we all know rule of thirds, right? Got to use those. Here's the auto with Lightroom. So this is just with the auto on. That is with it off. See how dark that is? That looks like crap. There you go. Looks better. Always you want to shoot in RAW. Like a lot of cameras will have a pretty decent dynamic range overall, but it's pretty impressive the recovery that you get, especially like down here. There's a lot of information there that a RAW photo will get for you, so you can bring those colors back. And once again, here, look at off, on, off, on, off, on. Yeah, get the point, right? Yep. And lastly, let's take a look at my dog Gemma. Boom. Look at her. Look at this cute face. Look at this face. She does have a little bit of a wandering eye though, yeah? This one's kind of looking that way, and this one's sort of looking over here. Yeah, but she's cute though. But I had animal detect on, and it did find her eyes. Her eyes are nice and sharp. Her nose is just out of focus, so the 2.8 looks pretty good. I think this is a cute picture, and now let's see what Lightroom thinks. This was already, I clicked just the auto button just to kind of like see what the results were. So this is without the auto from Lightroom. I mean, come on, admit it. Like, who doesn't use the little auto button from Lightroom? Stop it. And that's with it on. Really, the only big difference is just recovering a little bit of the information back here. It's kind of blown out a little bit, obviously. For the most part, I think it takes pretty decent pictures. It looks good. Obviously, a good camera. The R6 Mark II is a good camera. It takes good pictures anyway, so inexpensive glass will still yield decent results. And now, with that in mind, let's move on to the video performance. To do a proper test on the video performance of this lens, I think I'd probably just go for like a little adventure. I wish I had an ND filter for this. I do not, unfortunately. Let me see if that exposure, yeah, but an ND filter definitely would work a lot better than just having this out like that, but not terrible. All right, let's go on a little trip. Pretty captivating stuff, right? Right. Fun times. Frivolous Florida Fridays. That's what we used to call those. Now, my complaint about this lens isn't even really about the lens. I'm shooting this handheld. I'm holding it with my hand, hence handheld. And I actually turned off the digital stabilization, and I turned off like the regular stabilization. So this is nothing stabilized from the camera whatsoever. I'm looking at this right here, like up in the corner. Wait, where's my finger? Over here, up over there. You know, it's just, I don't understand why that Canon wobble is such a unbelievably annoying thing. So looking at that scene, I get you're walking across the street, it's gonna be a little jumpy. It's like waving and jelloing and everything else. And I know this is a thing, like years ago I saw all the videos about people talking about it, but man, I had an R5 3 years ago, something like that. I used it for like 6 months. I was working for a company, I was like making all their YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff. And that was like the main deal breaker for me for that camera. I had the A7S III at that point too, because I was kind of doing the same thing. I was trying to use both and see like which one I really honestly liked, because I was shooting mainly Sony for the most part. Once I saw those wobbles going on, and they weren't even like dramatic, it's just I was just holding the camera with my hand, so it just kind of blew my mind that it still does that. Like I said before, I'm shooting this just holding it just like this, because I just want to see. This is almost like another test. And so right now, overall, I mean, the lens is fine. It's fine. I'm shooting in a pretty low light situation, but like I said, I wanted to do this lower light, holding it by hand to kind of see what this thing is really doing. All right, so enough of that. Yeah, let's jump back up to a not shaky handheld shot. Let's talk about some final thoughts about this Canon 16mm 2.8 budget-friendly lens. Build quality overall, I think, is actually probably a little better. I won't even say actually probably. I'm gonna say my opinion is that this build quality is better. Canon's is better than Sony's build quality for their 50mm budget lens. It feels more solid. The construction feels a lot better. The focusing ring feels a little bit more, I don't know, robust. Switches are a little, well, the one switch, the autofocus switch, is definitely a little bit clickier. Solid build quality, Canon. Way to go. Good job. And you guys saw the pictures, those amazing pictures I showed you earlier in the video. I thought all the pictures came out pretty good. And when it came to the video aspect of it, as long as you're making the adjustments inside the camera, whatever camera you have, running any R5, R6, R6 Mark II. I haven't messed with the R5 Mark II yet, so I'm not sure if the IBIS is different on that camera than it was to the previous 3 I mentioned. But like I said, once you make those adjustments in the camera, I think the lens performed pretty darn good. You get what you pay for. So if you're in the market for a wide, reasonably fast, and affordable lens, this might be the one for you. Scoop one up. If you don't like it, return that thing. I don't know, whatever. Who cares? You don't owe anyone anything. You want to try something? You try it. The world is yours. Let me know your thoughts below. What were your feelings? Do you have this lens? Do you have this camera and this lens together? What results did you get? In this video, I used 3 different cameras, 3 different brands. This is the 3rd one I'm using right now. In the middle, obviously, that was the R6, the middle section right there. Let me know in the comments what that first camera was I used for that talking headshot, and let me know what this one was. Curious to know. If you made it this far in the video, you know what to do. I don't want to say it. That's some dumb YouTuber nonsense, but you guys know. Yeah, this is a long video now. So hopefully I'll see you again soon. Hope you enjoyed your time here, because I did. It was fun. It's fun talking to a camera about a lens. That's all I got. Budget friendly. Happy times. See you next time. Okay, bye.